Hello, hello. Happy Thursday to you. I am making roasted chicken and asparagus and other vegetables with a pan sauce tonight. And it comes out of our Season's Best cookbook. And this is the current one. It's the Cooking Skills edition. So we're going to be doing some cooking skills this evening. I'm going to sear meat, the protein. I'm going to saute. I'm going to simmer and bake. As a matter of fact, I need to turn my oven on and preheat it to 425. Almost there, and start. Okay, so I'm going to be using, first of all, my new 12-inch stainless steel non-stick skillet. And so if you've ever been intimidated by stainless steel, no more need to be. So this comes with a lid, and this is the 12-inch one. We also have a 10-inch. As you can see, it has a non-stick coating, but it's a mesh, allowing enough of the stainless to come through to create the pan sauce, the fond, which are the bits that stick, and that's a good thing. So I'm going to turn the burner on, of course, and to medium-high heat. I'm going to put a little oil in there in just a minute, and actually, I had gotten my chicken ready already. Now, I've made some changes to the recipe. It calls for chicken thighs, but I had chicken breasts, and so that's what we're doing. It calls for canola oil, but I have olive oil, and that's what I prefer to use. And it calls for, what kind of mushrooms? I mean, not mushrooms, cherry tomatoes. But I had the Campari, which are like one size up, and it's what I had because they were buy one get one free at Publix, and I need to continue to use these. I also had some already sliced mushrooms. It's really better to use the whole and slice them, but I had these already because they were also at the time buy one get one free. And you know, you got to do that when you're going to use them and it's available. So I already took my asparagus and sliced it into 1-inch pieces, you know, cutting off the root end. So let me go ahead, and that's heating up. So I have dogs, and I have to hide my meat from one of them in particular. So I've already seasoned the meat. Anybody have animals that can relate to this? Okay, so sometimes we put up the food in the cool oven to hide it from the animals, and I just put this in the microwave. Okay, this is hot enough now. I am going to put some oil in because although it's a non-stick pan, I do want to create a sauce. So I'm going to let that heat. And now, okay, yes, I make noise when I cook. So I've also seasoned both sides of this with our Dijon mustard rub. And so we have a whole line of gluten-free seasonings and rubs. And so that's on here. Okay. You hear that? That's what you want. Now I'm going to be searing this meat. Oh, and I have to tell you what I did too. Anyway, searing it for about 4 minutes. I cut the chicken breasts in half in my close-in cut. So put the whole chicken breast in there. I used one of my knives and cut, there's a 7-inch chef's knife, and cut them each in half. And so it makes a nice uniform piece of meat. So this is going to go for about 4 minutes, and one of the good things, this is the searing, and with traditional stainless, a lot of people are sort of afraid that it's going to stick, and it is, and that's actually a good thing because it creates that fond that I spoke of, the little bits that's going to create your pan sauce. So the thing is, you don't check it, you don't move it, you let it sit there for the time. Oh, I can smell it already. That smells good. So I'm going to let that go. In the meantime, I'm going to be cutting up the onion that I'm going to use. I cut it, of course I took the skin off, and I cut it from root to stem. I'm actually also going to be cutting it in half again. Whenever you cut vegetables, you do want to create a flat surface, because that just makes it safer and easier. Okay, and you put, remember, I've shown you before, you put the knife down away from you, or even off the cutting board if you want. Okay, so this is our the Pampered Chef Simple Slicer. Right now it's locked, and so it's okay for me to go up and down the blade because it's not open. But as I open it, I don't know if you can see, it creates a very thin. This is 2, it's opening wider. I'm going to cut the onion on 3. So, there we go. Not even checking that meat, remember? That was quick. Next piece. I love using this because it gets everything nice and uniform. So it's all will cook at the same speed. There we go. And the last one. This is one sort of small. I used with a sweet Vidalia onion. Okay, losing some of them. Haha, got it. Okay, so we have those finished. Now, I'm going to move them to the side. I'm going to use these, again, they called for cherry tomatoes. I'm using a larger one. Cherry tomatoes I was going to slice in half at that same closing cut. I think these are just a little too big. So I'm cutting them in 4ths with my santoku knife. Okay, I think the chicken is almost ready to be turned. I'm not going to cook the chicken all the way through because I'm going to finish this off in the oven. And the last tomato. I eyeballed the tomatoes. You know, this is a recipe that you might want to, it's sort of like a recipe that's a non-recipe. You've got your protein that I'm searing, so if you don't want to use chicken, thighs, I'm using the breast. You don't want to use chicken, you can use another piece of meat. But use a protein, because the protein is your building block for any meal. And so I'm doing the chicken, and then I'm going to remove it and do the veggies, and then we're going to put the chicken back in the pan and put it in the oven. So if you don't want to use asparagus or onions, or you can use different vegetables, or use up what you have in your fridge already. Let me get a bowl for these chicken breasts, or a plate. I don't need the cover, so I'm going to move it. Okay, let's turn these. I'm using my chef's tongs, one hand. Okay, there we go. And as you can see this, okay. Another minute there. Let me just check. Yeah, I'm getting a facial. Anybody get facials when they cook? I can see who's watching, but I can't see comments. So, hi Tanya. Hi Leanne. Anyway, Can't even see my recipe because of the steam. Oh my goodness. Now if I weren't doing a video, I'd have the fan on. Okay. Let me go get, I've got this, another tong. Because since I use those on raw chicken, I don't want to use it on the vegetables also. Alright. Almost finished with this. These are a little thicker probably than the chicken thighs, so I'll let them go a little longer. Then I'm going to be adding the veggies and a clove of garlic. It calls for 2 cloves, but you see how big this clove is? Because it's down to 1. Okay, it's too big even to fit in my hopper. We'll just try it out. Okay, so I'm going to remove the chicken. You see the sear now. There's the sear that you want. Trying to heat that just a little bit. So this is actually, in scientific terms or cooking terms, this is called the Maillard reaction. It's the brown bits that you want on the food that creates a lot of extra flavor. And flavor is what we want. Okay, here we go. Oh, you know, I'm not supposed to add those right now, I don't think. I'm supposed to add the onions. See, you too can be a Pampered Chef consultant. Onions and the mushrooms. Let me grab those tomatoes right out. I've got the asbestos finger, so I can do this. Alright. Alright, here we go. Dumping the mushrooms in. Okay. New tongs. Now, mushrooms actually leach a lot of liquid, so that's good. I'm waiting just a few seconds here before I put the garlic in. Garlic tends to burn, and we don't like burned garlic. So, alright, let some of that liquid leach out of the, I'm going to try to do this. Okay, you know, you don't have to peel your garlic with Pampered Chef's garlic press. See, I don't know if you see it, it's coming all out. Let me just use this that comes with it. But since it was such a big clove, I'm going to fold it over so we can get more out. All right. Yep. Okay. And all that's left is the skin. Love the garlic press. Your hands don't ever have to touch raw garlic. Okay. And so now, I have a little bit of wine. I'm going to let this reduce down. It's just about a 1/3 cup. You can use chicken broth if you like. You can use water, but, you know, chicken broth or wine has a lot more flavor. And again, we're building flavor. We're building a sauce. Okay. Yes, that's that facial. All right. So this is really just about done. I'm reducing that liquid. Make sure I got it all. Almost. I'm going to add a little bit of salt. About 1/4 teaspoon to 1/2 teaspoon. This is one of our salt and our mills. And another tablespoon of the rub. Now, I have measuring spoons, but the cap is a tablespoon. And you know what? I'm just making it. Good thing I have another one in reserve, right? Done with that one. Okay, pan sauce is reduced. I'm going to add the veggies. The other veggies, the asparagus. You know, cookware, this stainless steel skillet, this stainless steel non-stick skillet, that's almost an oxymoron. Stainless steel non-stick. But it is, our cookware, all our cookware has a lifetime guarantee. So if anything ever happens to it, I forgot an ingredient. If anything ever happens to it, you get another pan. A juice of half a lemon. And so I'm doing this cut side up, or you can do cut side down. I don't think I will, because it catches the seeds better. In my citrus press. You can see all that juice coming out. Okay, do you know how much juice is in a whole lemon on average? Anybody? Let's see. Hi, Kim. Okay. 2 tablespoons is in a half, so 4 tablespoons is in a whole lemon. Now, for the tomatoes in there, I'm adding the little bit of tomato juice too. There we go. Stir this around. And, dinner is almost done because I'm going to add the chicken back in. And, I don't know if you can see. Can you guys see? And then I'm going to put it in the oven. So just laying the chicken on top. With the juices. And wasn't this a quick dinner? It's going to cook in the oven for 12 to 15 minutes. And dinner will be done. You can serve this with a starch, with rice, with mashed potatoes, another salad for more veggies. So let me put it in the oven. There we go. Turn the burner off. So that pan, as I was saying, is $210. Lifetime guarantee. I love those pans. Comes with the lid. However, for hosting in May, which is this host special is cookware, you can get that very pan, which is normally $210. You can get it for $84. What? I have got 3 parties starting tomorrow. If you want to be one of them, or want to start next week to get this pan or any of our cookware at 60% off this month, just put a message in the comments there, and I'll get you set up. Okay, I'm only doing virtual parties the rest of this month. I'll have some openings for some live parties beginning in June. So I hope you enjoy your dinner. Put in a comment what you're having for your dinner tonight. It's rainy here in Tampa, but that's okay. I don't mind. But our dinner is in the oven and it'll be ready in about 15 minutes. Perfect. Enjoy. Bye.